what's up? How are you? Today we're going to be talking about wake up lights. We have here the Phillips SmartSleep and we have the Hatch Restore. And we're going to be comparing them today and looking at what are the pros and cons to each. And I'm going to walk you through all the different features, how they're the same, how they're different, what you might want to be aware of before you make a purchase, and if I think it's worth the money. And at the end, I'll share with you a third and a fourth option that might actually be better. The idea behind these wake up lights is that using sound and light, it can help you improve your evening and morning routine, especially for those people who are living in places where there's not very much sunlight, like Seattle or the Northeast or somewhere in the Netherlands or up in the Nordic countries where there's just not that much sun, especially most of the year. These gentle alarms and sunrise features help you gradually wake up in a way that's not too disturbing. In addition to the alarm and the light features, there's also sounds and white noise and meditation and breathwork features that are built into both of these as well. If you're interested in improving your sleep, then I highly recommend you go check out the video I just did with 8 Sleep, which is a smart mattress that also has a cooling topper that tracks all your sleep. So I'll put it up there in the cards and down in the description as well for you to go check out after this video. So let's start with the price. The Phillips SmartSleep is coming in at a whopping $219, and the Hatch Restore is coming in at a low ball $129. With both devices, you can set custom sunrise alarms where you can control the type of temperature of the color of the light, as well as the noise that it makes, as well as the brightness of that light, and multiple alarms if you're a person who, tends to snooze quite a bit. So something that separates the Phillips SmartSleep from the Hatch Restore is it actually has these sensors built in where it can detect the temperature and the light and the noise levels in your room, and it can tell you, what is the quality of your bedroom status as it is. The Philips also has the ability to track your sleep, which basically just means it measures the time in between your alarms, when you went to bed, when you woke up. Very basic. And if you want to learn more about sleep tracking, then I made another video about Oura Ring, which you can go check out here or down in the description as well. So on the Philips, you're able to connect to the radio, but there's no Spotify option or Apple Music or anything like that, which to me was kind of weird. Being where we are in terms of time, I don't think the radio has that much application, and I don't understand why they wouldn't include some type of link or Bluetooth sort of connection to Spotify or Apple Music or something like that. It also has buttons on the front that you can adjust your settings manually. And cool part about the Philips is it has an orange clock and orange buttons that blends into the light itself. On the back are some basic speakers for that radio and the wake up noises that you can use for your alarms. However, the sound quality is pretty basic. It's not great. So when we move to the Hatch Restore, what you'll see is we have a much simpler, much cleaner aesthetic inside of the interface. In the dashboard, you're gonna see 2 main settings underneath the My Routine tab. It has bedtime settings for when you're going to sleep, and it has wake up settings for when you're going to wake up. It has a blue clock on the front, which you can adjust the settings of how bright it is, and you have the capability to turn it off as well. So the Hatch has speakers that are built into the front and all on the back. It's kind of like a big speaker, excluding the actual light itself. The whole thing is pretty much a speaker. The Hatch Restore has a much bigger and wider library of meditation, sound stories, breathwork, and even guided yoga flows. It also has a much more vast library of different light settings. Basically anything in the spectrum of light you could set for your tone or your mood or however you want it to look in your bedroom or in the room you're using it. So which one did I like better? What I found is that the Philips is actually a much brighter light, but other than that, I think that the Hatch Restore beats it out in almost every single category, and let me explain. So first start off with just the price, that the Hatch is actually almost $100 cheaper than the Philips SmartSleep. It has a much simpler interface, has a lot more options to choose from in terms of lighting and meditations, breathwork, and other soundscapes. And it actually, in my opinion, I think it looks a lot better on the nightstand than the Philips SmartSleep. The Hatch does have a blue clock on the front, but you're actually able to turn that off, which to me is a huge plus because that ambient light in the bedroom is a big no-no. My big gripe with the Philips SmartSleep is it doesn't go as deep of a red as the Hatch Restore does. And in my bedroom, I love when I'm shifting into getting ready for sleep for it to be very deep orange or red light that will tell my body through the light that's hitting my eyes and my skin to start producing melatonin, which will help get me ready for sleep. Both of them have pretty gradual fades in and fades out. So on that front, they're pretty much the same, but this has much better color choices. So let's talk about it. Is it worth it? Should you get one of these? I think if you want to keep your phone out of your bedroom and you want to have an alarm clock that wakes you up gently, then I think there might be some value there, especially if you're someone who lives in one of these places that doesn't get a lot of sunlight, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video. And if you're trying to work on creating a better evening and morning routine and sort of develop and optimize your circadian rhythm so you have a natural flow throughout your day, then I think there's a lot of value there as well, especially if you're just getting into this whole sleep optimization thing and you're just trying to improve your routines. It's a simple low-cost entry point to start changing some habits and start making a better routine for yourself. But when I move into a new place, instead of using one of these wake up lights, I'm actually gonna buy some of the new Philips Hue smart bulbs, because you can program those to gradually shift to red and gradually shift to white as you go to sleep and as you wake up. So we kind of get the same effect. And those bulbs are $200 for a 4-pack, so it's only $60 more than the Hatch Restore, which is the one that I would recommend over the Philips SmartSleep. I really like the idea of just having the whole room with the bulbs just shifting to a different color. I've lived in a place before where I had that and it was amazing. So that's what I'm gonna be utilizing once I move into my new house. But if you're interested in a wake up light because you're having problems waking up, you're groggy, you hit snooze, then I feel like getting a wake up light is more of treating the symptom than the root. And if you're waking up groggy, you're waking up tired, you're having problems getting out of bed in the morning, then you should look a bit deeper. And that's why I want to point you to that 8 Sleep video, because that mattress, the cooling topper, will help you start to figure out what's going on with your sleep, right? Because it tracks all your data, your deep sleep, your REM sleep, your light sleep, your HRV, all these metrics that are gonna help you better understand what is happening with your sleep. And once you understand what's happening with your sleep, then you can make educated decisions about how to change your habits or how to include some supplements or some lifestyle interventions that are gonna move the needle. One of the biggest contributing factors to you getting high quality sleep is going to be your core body temperature and keeping your core body temperature cool, if that makes sense. And what this mattress does is it helps keep you cool through the night, but more importantly, that in addition to, on the topic of the wake up, is it has an alarm system built into it that will gradually heat you up through the cooling mattress, and it will use vibration to gently wake you up within a half-hour window of when you have programmed it to wake you up, so that you kind of are lulled out of your sleep and you're not abruptly woken up. And I've been sleeping on it for about a month now and I've been absolutely loving it. So I wanted to point you in the direction of that resource and just to get you thinking about, am I treating a symptom or am I treating the root? And I want you to get to the root. I want you to actually improve your sleep. So hopefully that could help you. And in the future, you won't even have to hit snooze in the first place, and you can just start waking up better, feeling energized, feeling excited for the day, ready to get after it. So if you're interested in either one of these, I'll put the links in the description. Of course, if you buy through them, it does give me a small commission, which helps support the channel. And if you found value in this content, hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you're not already. You're into lifestyle optimization, biohacking, recovery type content. I got a lot more coming soon, and I know you're gonna like this video or the one in the description. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.